REDKNAPP Aubameyang and Lacazette must start together for Arsenal. When I look at the Arsenal squad Unai Emery has inherited, the two real gems are Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexandre Lacazette. Their pace and power would strike fear into plenty of Premier League defenses, particularly those outside the top six. Emery has to find a way to get them both into the team. Saturday's victory against West Ham showed him why he must do so. Starting as a lone striker on Saturday, Aubameyang was isolated. West Ham dominated in the first half. Arsenal had just 2 efforts on target, and their centre-forward failed to have a single touch in the opposition box. Bringing on Lacazette at halftime was a game-changer. Straight away Arsenal looked more threatening. Had 8 attempts on target and scored the 2 goals that won them the game. This was a huge result for Arsenal and Emery. They may not have played great football, but it is understandable if the team was nervous after losing their first 2 matches. Their improved second-half performance and that of their 2 strikers should give Arsenal's new manager real food for thought. Not only do Lacazette and Aubameyang have the makings of a good relationship on the pitch, but they seem as thick as thieves off it. Arsenal fans have been clamoring for them to start, and Aubameyang himself has said just how eager he is to play with Lacazette. "We get on really well," he said earlier this month. "There is a spark between us when we are both on the pitch." Most managers prefer to play with a lone striker, but that does not mean you cannot play with 2 up. France started Antoine Griezmann and Olivier Giroud at the World Cup, with Griezmann linking well with the midfield. The problem for Emery is that Aubameyang and Lacazette both like to play on the shoulder and make runs in behind. Starting both could leave Arsenal outnumbered in midfield, especially as they lack an energetic, box-to-box player like N'Golo Kanté. Emery's philosophy is to play out from the back. To do so he needs bodies in midfield, particularly against their top 6 rivals. However, when Arsenal are facing lesser opposition, especially at the Emirates, they will be far more effective if they deploy their powerhouse strike partnership. Man City lack bite without pass master De Bruyne. Wolves deserve immense credit for taking the game to Manchester City. Even if they had lost that game 2-1, their supporters would have gone home enthused that their side had given it a really good go against one of the world's best teams. How many times last season did we see home teams sit back and put up little resistance when Pep Guardiola's champions came to town? Wolves set an example to the rest of the Premier League that with your fans roaring you on, you can be open and expansive against this team. This match also showed us just how much City miss Kevin De Bruyne. It is no coincidence that since his debut, City have won just 6 of the 14 games he has missed. David Silva, Ilkay Gundogan and Bernardo Silva are all brilliant midfielders, but none can split a defense with a scything 30-yard pass quite like City's injured magician. Interviewed De Bruyne last season, he told me how he wants to take risks in the final third to create as many chances as possible.